Welcome to my evening habits for a peaceful morning. Now, you've heard me say it before, your evening routines set you up for a peaceful morning. But what does that really look like? In this video, I'm inviting you behind the scenes of small, intentional steps that I take each night to calm the chaos, quiet my mind, and create a home that feels restful by morning. So whether you're in a season of motherhood, midlife, or just trying to reclaim a bit of peace in your day, just know that this routine is not about perfection, it's about progress. So grab yourself a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's end the day well together. Because peace doesn't start in the morning, it starts the night before. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and into my home. So today I'm taking you along with me as I do my evening routine. This is going to be added into the playlist of my updated routines. Now, if you're not familiar with my routines, I have a weekly cleaning schedule, and on this schedule, it has all the routines, plus down here, you can add in your meals for the week, okay? When you go to the link in my bio, you'll find this right here, this printable. This one right here is my own copy, and this is a copy for you to fill out. The only thing that stays the same is my 7-task cleaning right here. This is my zone cleaning. Everything else you'll be able to add in. All right, friends, let's get busy. Okay, so first things first is I want to go ahead and get the counters cleaned off. I'm also going to grab all of the dishes and stick them in the sink. That way I can get them put into the dishwasher. Now, while I'm cooking for dinner or prepping for dinner, I will take those dishes, rinse them off, and stick them into the dishwasher. So today I just have the pans, and then I also have, the plates and things like that Michael and I ate off of. So I'm going to go ahead and get the dishes rinsed off, get them into the dishwasher, and then we'll start the dishwasher. That way it'll be ready for me in the morning. This evening routine helps me wake up to peace and not chaos, and it gives me a fresh start every morning. So no two routines are going to look alike, and that's okay. Your evening rhythm should serve your family and your season in life. Go ahead and just use this video as encouragement and inspiration to create your own evening routine.
For the first time in ages, I wake up and don't hate it. I guess I've found some peace. Through the day to the evening, without shouting and screaming, something new to me. Alone without being lonely, getting back to the old me. It's kinda nice to feel free. I thought this was over, thought I could control it. But if I speak the truth, I ain't over you. I was feeling sober until you came up now. I don't know what to do. I ain't over you. I ain't over. I ain't over. No matter what I do, I ain't over you.
So let me know down in the comments if any of you guys are now transitioning out of Teflon pans and into stainless steel or even cast iron. I'm just hearing so many bad things about Teflon, and my Teflon is on its last legs, so I am transitioning out. I do have several stainless steel pans that I love to use, and I also love to use my cast iron. I even have a stainless steel pan, a large pan that I got at my wedding when I got married at 17, and it's still holding up strong. It's one of those good brands with a heavy bottom. I love that pan. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and use my Method Heavy Degreaser. This is what I spray the oven or the stove down with. You want to give this some dwell time. So spray it and allow it to set for a little bit. Let it do the work, not you. Just let it set, and it will begin to pull up some of the grease or all of the grease, and you just have to wipe it away. So while that sets, I'll go ahead and clean off the counters.
I ain't over. No matter what I do, I ain't over you. Ain't over you. I ain't over you. And no matter what I do, I ain't over you. do things my own way. I don't know why, guess I don't like people pleasing. And sometimes they don't see what defines me, but I don't need them honestly, 'cause I got you. Everybody else makes me feel small and done and lost, but you're not like everybody else at all. You're the only one who makes me talk and walk so tall, 'cause you're not like everybody else at all. You're everything everyone else is not. Who judge before they know somebody. I just feel at home. Yeah, yeah. You like to take things slow, never stressing anybody. That's just how I roll.
Michael and I are about 4 months into a carnivore/keto diet. We started as carnivore and now we are transitioning into keto. So we eat a lot of meat, which means there's a lot of grease. So I'm constantly having to clean the top of this and also up there on the cabinet if I see some grease up there. I don't want this to get ruined. So I make sure to go ahead and clean it off. But, we have meat every single meal. So this has to be cleaned quite often or you would get a big buildup here.
Makes me talk and walk so tall, 'cause you're not like everybody else at all. You're everything everyone else is not. Everything everyone else is like. You're everything everyone else is like.
You know what feels so good in the morning? Having an empty sink. But you know what feels even better? Having an empty, clean, shining sink. That is just going to give you so much peace in the morning when you walk in here and everything is nice and clean. You're going to thank your last night self for all the things that she did to set you up for a peaceful morning. Now, my morning self would pay to have a barista in my home, but since I can't have that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up my coffee pot. I'm going to program it. That way it will go off in the morning. It's so nice to wake up in the morning and smell that coffee. It reminds me of my mother. When I'd wake up and I would smell her coffee, I knew Mama was awake, and it just brings me comfort. So I love to get this set up at night. Go ahead and have it go off just a little bit before you get up out of the bed. That way you can smell it going on there in the kitchen, and oh, that just feels so good. So now obviously I don't do this every night, but I am going to do it tonight. These are the throw blankets that Michael and I like to use at night while we're watching TV. I like to do my Sudoku, things like that. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give these a good wash, and I'm going to add a little bit of fabric softener in there. You know, I walked away from fabric softener for a long time, and I was using vinegar, and I wish I could like it, guys, but there's just something about the smell and the feel of the fabric softener, especially on my blankets and things like that. Okay, so another thing that I do is I clean up a hotspot. And what that means is it's an area in your home that tends to collect things. Okay, so it could be the end of your bar. It could be, oftentimes, it's right at the front door of my house, right there on the buffet. Things get left there. And what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be breaking down all of these boxes. Now this right here, these came in. These are my outdoor cushions for out there by my pool. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the boxes because I've got a stack of boxes right there in the entryway that I need to break down, and I need to get out to the curb because I have recycles coming in the morning.
Secondhand, I felt a bit forgotten. Not your plan, but now the days of silence outgrow the fun things we have done. But tell me, do you want to carry on? Plants don't grow.
Oh, Grace, you better get your nose out of here, girl.
There, put your head on my shoulder, and let's enjoy the ride. When we started, our wishes aligned. We were like yin and yang combined. Now the tables have turned. Can we live and unlearn? You tell me. Plants don't grow without water, and they cave when it's cold. We could go till we're older. Put your head on my shoulder, and let's enjoy the ride.
Excuse my vacuum going off in the background, but I'm going to go ahead and open all these. These are the seat cushions of the better ones that I like. I already returned the thicker one that I was going to replace those with because once I found these, I'm like, oh, these are them. and they come nice and squished like that. So, anyways. It also has like the little grippy pads on the bottom, and it has a zipper making it easy for me to remove from there and wash it. So this right here's the bottom, and I have a top, and I'm going to be able to replace all the cushions now. So a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do to prepare for tomorrow. And I thought this would be a perfect opportunity just to go ahead and make an Instagram story out of this. That way I can post it for tomorrow. So anyways, you do hear the vacuum going off in the background. That is another thing that I do at night. Now it's not the vacuum, it's the vacuum mop. So I am mopping the floors around the kitchen and the dining room. Again, I am cooking with a lot of grease and things like that, and I want to be sure to get it up off the ground. So I just do that little section at night right there in front of the stove and right over here by the table and right behind the bar stools. Okay, so I talked about this in my backyard clean and decorate video, but I purchased these as a replacement to the ones that came with this set. Okay, it's the same brand, however, it doesn't feel the same. Now, I did end up finding the ones that were just like that, the original ones that I had. They're thicker. It had a, I don't know, like a seam in it like this, a little rolled seam. Okay, I did find that, and I purchased one of them, but as you can see, I returned it because I ended up finding these. Let me remove these pillows. I am really loving this. The material is better. It's going to clean up better, but what I like a lot is that it has this tie, which is going to help this pillow to not constantly fall forward. I will be cleaning these up. You can see Olive Grace lays here, and she gets fur everywhere. So I need to get these all cleaned up. Not going to do that today, but I will get those cleaned up so that I can resell them. They cost a pretty penny, and I want to get some money, recoup some money for it. I already took those ones off over there, as you can see. And so I just need to take these off, and then we will replace them. So here in the center one, I went ahead and just grabbed the strings off of each end, and I tied it. And then the two pillows, I just tied a bow. That way, you know, they'll stay together. Went ahead and tied those down there, and I tied all the other ones, and everything looks very nice. Now eventually I'm going to have to switch out my pillows here because they match the other set more than they do these. I've had them for years, but they have held up, so I'm just going to go ahead and hold on to them for now. If I figure out something different that, you know, to do with it, then I will do that. But for now, I'll just keep those. But I'm very happy with this purchase. I'm so glad that I found this. I love that it's thin. It's not so thick that the seat feels not as deep. But anyways, this is a keeper. And look who I spy in the windows. Look at the boys. Just taking a nap. Oh my goodness, look at those boys. Thanks for for spending part of your evening with me. I hope that I've inspired you to create a nightly routine that fits your home and your season of life. Remember, routines aren't about perfection, they're about peace. Now, if you missed last week's morning routine video, you can watch it right here. And don't forget to subscribe for more peaceful routines each week. I'll see you again in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, my friends.